Namaste, dear students. First of all, I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 8. You know, in our previous lesson, we learned in Unit 10 about habits and behavior. So under it, we learned good habits, So can you remember what were the good habits that we discussed? What were the good habits that we learned and their importance, So you shouldn't forget those good habits and their importance to make our career good, okay? So now you have to remind me, okay, what are the good habits? So for it, I just like to show you. So can you tell me now, how many points did we discuss? Yes, you are right. They were, now look at, be positive, okay? We have to be positive. You can find in the society, many people are negative-minded one. They always see everything negative. But if we keep our positive thinking, we can see everything is positive, okay? So it is one of the most important good habits. So thinking positively. So we have to be positive. Likewise, create a personal mission statement. You have to keep your goal. You have to keep your target, and for that one, you have to put your efforts. Then you can get your achievement. You can get your goal, okay? So it is another important. Likewise, we have another, prioritize right thing in right time. For example, sometimes there can be many problems, sometimes there can be many chances, At that time, we should be able to select which one is the most important at this moment for the first time and what is important for the second time. That's how we have to categorize our priority, okay? That is another important good habit. Like that, we have to always develop a habit of think win-win. You should not always go ahead. You have to take someone who is backward to front, That's how we have to go together, hand by hand, That makes all the people happy in our family, in our society, among the friends, relatives, So it's a very good habit in our life. Likewise, see, listen to others. We have 2 ears, dear students, and 1 mouth. So it means that listen more, speak less. So it means you have to develop a habit of listening to others, okay? Like that, another one is group, walk in group. So it's again another important habit. So we should learn to walk in a group. Like that, renew yourself. You try to update yourself because every day there are new things occurring in our life, in our society, nationally and internationally. At that time, we try to keep ourselves renewing, It is another important thing. Likewise, be reflective. Then you should reflect yourselves, whatever you have done, whether that's effective or not, whether that brings a good result for you or not. You have to analyze, you have to evaluate about your activities. Then that makes you go ahead, okay? And another one is that try to be good, not great, So people like to be great, but important point is that we should be good. So if we become good, automatically we can be a great person. So these are the good habits we learned in our Unit 10. And we did comprehension exercises also. So today we are going to learn something new, that is about grammatical item. And you will have to find out what we are going today, okay? What we are going to do, what we are going to learn. It's interesting. So for it, I just like to, first of all, make you write down 5 good habits. So after learning those good habits, so what good habits you have developed in you, so you have to write down. See, it can be getting up early in the morning. It's a very good habit. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, you know. So getting up early in the morning is a good habit that you have to form in your life. Another, what else? It can be taking a bath twice a week. You know, we have to keep our body neat and clean. And from only clean body, we can release, you know, good things. So at least twice in a week, okay? Another your good habit, please tell me, what's your another good habit? Well, it can be, say, speaking the truth. We have to always speak the truths, you know, another good habit. So again, you have to tell me 2 more good habits that you have. So what is another one? It can be, again, is it? So let me show you. It can be respecting the elders. See, it's our virtue, good quality, good habit. Whenever we have senior persons, we have to respect them. Okay? Likewise, another. What is? So you can tell me. Oh yes, it can be loving the youngers. So these are 5 habits I have pointed out here. You can have many other more good habits, okay? And so these can be common in you all. So is that clear to you? Okay, well done. Now after this, we are going to discuss about our today's class. So for it, first of all, I want to give you a task. So it's an interesting task, okay? So the task for you is, look at, make a list of your 5 friends and write down their plans that they have shared with you. So it means that first of all you have to make a list of your 5 friends. For example, I have given you here Urmila, Rajamati, Pasang, Yugen, and Hari. So instead of these names, you can write down other your friends' names also. Okay, you can do that one. These are just examples for you. So please write down. Are you writing 5 friends' name? Good. After that, do you know what you have to do? Sometimes while you are talking to your friends, they might have shared about their future plan, you know. Sometimes you might have shared your future plan with your friends. Likewise, your friends might have also shared their future plan with you. Now, based on that one, you have to write their future plan, okay? You don't need to write a complete sentence if you don't feel comfortable, okay? But you can point out. And if you can write a sentence, that's better. So for your example, I can say, Urmila, for example, she may go to visit a place. So later on, I will ask you the questions, okay? She may go to visit a place. See, once again, I am repeating this sentence and you also read with me. She may go to visit a place. So, have you noticed something new there? Anything new in a sentence? Okay, later on we'll discuss. Like that, you have to write down other 4 friends' future plan. Please write it down. Are you writing, dear students? Very good. Let's have a discussion. Now, another friend's plan. So, what did you write? Please tell me. Tell me loudly, please. I want to hear. Yes, it can be, she will surely join her higher studies. See, Rajamati, she will surely join her higher studies. Okay. Now, another friend's plan, again, you have to tell. That can be, let's say, see, he is likely to start a trekking of fees. He is likely to start a trekking of fees. Again, you can have different sentences, okay? These are just, I have presented you for your examples. Again, now another Yugen. So, what can be his plan? It can be, he will probably go abroad, another country, you know. He will probably go abroad. Then now, last, one friend is left. So, what his or her plan you have written down? Please share it with us. Well, now it can be, for example, Hari's plan can be, he will not establish his own office, okay? Will not establish his own office. These are the plans stated, shared by 5 friends, and I hope you might have also written down like this in your notebook. Is that okay? Now, I want to show you another thing. I have some sentences. After reading these sentences, you will have to tell me, okay? So all of you start reading these sentences. Study them, okay? Number 1, the sky is full of clouds. Now we can see the sky is full of clouds, So looking at the clouds, then what can we guess about today's weather? It is written in the second sentence. See, it will surely rain today. Okay, surely rain today. Now another number 2, they are busy in their works. See the situation. This is a hint for you. They are busy in their works. All right. So it means you have invited them at a party, but they are busy. So you can guess whether they will join your party or not. So in the second sentence, we have mentioned like this. They are unlikely to join the party. They are unlikely to join the party. Okay. Now in number 3, I doubt he will pass the exam. Once again, I like to repeat it to you. I doubt he will pass the exam. It means that there is a person, he or she doesn't like to study there. Okay. So looking at his study behavior, it is said, I doubt he will pass the exam. Likewise, number 4, he has phoned me to see us. See, he has phoned me to meet me. This is the situation. He will definitely come. Okay, another sentence, he will definitely come to meet me because he has phoned me. Now number 5, she is a shy girl. She does not like to speak with many friends. She is not very frank, like that one. So she will not dance in the program. She will not dance in the program. Likewise, number 6, I expect that she will bring me a gift. So I expect, I guess she will bring, but she may not also, but I expect that she will bring me a gift. Now number 7, it is sure that the price of rice will rise again. It is sure that, see. So looking at the scenario of our market, we can say that the price of rice is sure to rise again. So after studying these sentences, you should be able to tell me why are the words highlighted in each sentence. Now you can see in number 1, surely is highlighted. In number 2, unlikely to, are unlikely to. The words are highlighted there. You can see in different red color. Okay. Number 3, I doubt. Again, they are highlighted here. Number 4, definitely is highlighted. Number 5, will not highlighted. Number 6, I expect highlighted. And number 7 is sure highlighted. Now, can you tell me why are these words highlighted? You just think for a while and tell me. So have you got the idea? Okay, now another question before listening to you. What do they function in the sentences? See, you studied these all sentences, and what did you find? What type of function they perform in the sentences? What is the work of surely? What is the work of are unlikely to? What is the work of I doubt in this sentence? What is the work of definitely in this sentence? Likewise, will not, I expect, and is sure. So can you tell me? Now, for this, whether your answer is correct or not, you can check with me now. See, the words are highlighted for predicting or expressing the degree of probability. They are modal verbs. Now, you have to stop here for a while, and you should understand the meaning of predicting. See, what's the spellings of predicting? P-R-E-D-I-C-T-I-N-G, predicting. So predicting means, what do you think predicting? What does predicting mean? See, may not come. She may come. It means that, yes, you are right. Predicting means it's like guessing. Guessing, guessing. So looking at the clouds in the sky, you predict that it will surely rain today. It is sure to rain today. That's how you make a prediction. That's how you are predicting. That's how you are guessing about today's weather. Okay? And at the same time, it is all like expressing probability. Probability, probability. So what does probability mean? It means degree of probability, okay? It means how much it is sure to happen in the future, whether that will take place in the future or not. So if it is almost sure, you have to use one type of modal verb. If that is 50% that can happen, that cannot happen, you can use another type of word. And if you're sure that that is almost sure not to happen in the future, at that time you have to use some other modal verbs. Okay? So from here you have to understand that we are going to learn, we are going to discuss about modal verbs and their function in the sentences is predicting or expressing the degree of probability, whether that will take place in future or not. Okay, so for it, now I want to, based on those previous sentences, you have to do a task. It is like a dialogue, okay? It's like a conversation. I want to give you a situation here on the board, and based on that situation, you have to create a dialogue between two persons, okay? So all of you, be ready with your pen and notebook. Now, the situation is, number one, she has worn, W-O-R-N, worn, sari, S-A-R-I, sari, and blouse, B-L-O-U-S-E, blouse. This is a situation for you. Now, you have to, let's say, make a conversation using those modal verbs. Don't worry, you can make a mistake. But by making mistakes, we will learn, and I am here to help you. So, your one person A, another person B. But you can write down here name. You can write down your friend's name here and here. So, how do you? All of you start writing, please. Have you finished? Well, now your dialogue can be like this one. You can ask here, where, W-H-E-R-E, where is she going? Okay. Where is she going? You don't know. You are just looking at her wearing sari and blouse. She hasn't told you where she is going. Now you have to make a prediction. You have to make a guess. And you have to express your degree of probability where she is going, looking at her dress. So what can be your answer? You can write down, she is sure, or you can write down certain, C-R-T-A-I-N, certain, or you can write down bound, B-O-U-N-D, bound, to, she is sure or certain or bound to, then attend, A-T-T-E-N-D, attend a party, P-A-R-T-Y, party. See, she hasn't told you. And your friend has asked you, after looking at her dress, where is she going? And you just make a prediction. You just express your degree of probability. And here you have said that she is sure to attend a party, or she is certain to attend a party, or she is bound to attend a party. So it means that looking at her dress, you are sure that she is going to attend a party. it is almost sure. That's why you use modal verbs here, sure to, certain to, bound to. So from here, I hope you might have understood the function of sure to, certain to, or bound to. It means if something will take place almost sure in the future, at that time, for predicting or for expressing degree of probability, we have to use the modal verbs. They are sure to, certain to, or bound to. Okay? Likewise, I want to give you another situation. So, have you finished all? Good job. Now, another situation for you. See, let me write down he now. He is sitting for a long time. Okay, the situation for you is he is sitting for a long time. You have seen a person, he is sitting from backside, okay, and you don't know why he is sitting there. Now one of your friends can ask you, why is he sitting there for a long time? Why is he sitting there for a long time? L-O-N-G, long time. Now, you don't know. Your friend has asked you about that person and you have to make a prediction. I think you are not sure whether that person is walking there by sitting or not. Whether that person will go immediately from there or not, you don't know. At that time, you can say, he may go after a while. See, you can say, he may go after a while. Here, look at, he may go after a while. It means that, why don't you use there, he is sure to go after a while, he is certain to go after a while, he is bound to go after a while. You are not saying here. Instead of using that modal verb, you are using here may. Why? Can you tell me now? Why? Yes, you tried very nicely. Here may means he can go also, he cannot go also. It means after a moment he can go from that place, okay? But after a while he cannot go. He may sit in the same place again for longer time. So you make a prediction that can take place or that cannot take place. It means that person can go also, that person may not go also. It means that person can sit in the same place for a longer time. So it means if we talk about percentage, you can say that about 50% can happen, about 50% cannot happen. So it is not sure. For example, you can see the sky today. There are some clouds, but it is somehow sunny also, okay? And at that time, if you have to make a guess whether it's raining or not, you can say it may rain. It may rain means it can rain also today, it cannot rain also, okay? So if we talk about percentage, you can say that like 50% of chance to take place in future and not to take place in future. Is that clear, guys? Well, after this, now again I want to give you one more situation for your further practice. That is, our Nepalese team, N-E-P-A-L-E-S-E, Nepalese football team, F-O-O-T, football team practiced a lot, P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E, practice a lot for the next match. Next. Now you can see our Nepalese football team is practicing a lot. Now you have to make a prediction. You have to express your degree of probability whether they will win or not. And this time, I just like to give you another modal verb that is likely to, L-I-K-E-L-Y, likely to or unlikely to. I suggest you to use these words now, either of the words, okay? So how do you make? Now your friend asks, see, why do they practice a lot? P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E, practice a lot. Now, how do you respond? How do you reply this question? Just to express your prediction of our Nepalese football team. Just to express your degree of probability. How do you? Have you finished? Well, what's your answer? Please share with us. Wow, wonderful. See, you can say they are likely to win the match. You can say they are likely to win the match. See, looking at them, they practice a lot. So looking at them, you just make a prediction. They are likely to win the match. So it means that there is more chance to win rather than losing the match. Okay, more chance to win. And if there is a more chance to lose the match, then you can write down another word, another modal verb, that is unlikely to. Okay, it means what you have to understand the function of likely and unlikely to. If there is a more chance to happen something in the future, you can say likely to. And if there is a less chance to happen that thing in the future, at that time you have to use unlikely to. Okay, so like that we have some other modal verbs in our today's class. They are probably, certainly, definitely, I doubt, I expect, and will not. So for it, I just like to give you a task again, and you have to do that task. So the task for you is, now look here, fill in the blanks with words or phrases given in the box below. Now you can see the modal verbs given in the box. They are, please read with me, may, might, could. See, I have categorized them in this way. I have given you the example of may. So similarly, here are might and could also. So you have to understand the degree of probability when we use them. Okay. Likewise, is sure to, certain to, bound to. Similarly, we have is likely, unlikely to. Another we have probably, certainly, definitely. And other we have I doubt, I expect, will not. So for it, first of all, do this task, and then I'll give you some ideas again about those modal verbs with the structure. All right, dear students, now start doing your task. Are you doing? Is it interesting? Yes, it's interesting, and I think it's new to you. If so, now share your answers with us. So what did you write in the first sentence? There is, we have blank space, ... to be much snow this winter. So what's your answer? Now, your answer should be like this. You check with me, and if it's wrong, you can correct it, because we learn by making mistakes. But if we are afraid of mistakes, then we never improve ourselves. Okay? So, check it. There is, you can write down sure to be much snow this winter, or certain to, or bound to be much snow this winter. So if you are right, you can tick yourself. Okay? Number B. In 10 years time, everyone, digital watch, what do you guess? Will all the people get digital watch in 10 years time? So for it, you can write down likely to have a digital watch. These days you can find many people are using digital watch. So in 10 years time, it's likely to have a digital watch. More chance to happen in the future. Okay? Like that. Number C. we may, might, could discover major new sources of energy. So it means that if we talk about percentage, 50%, there is a chance to find out new sources of energy, or there may not. So for it, you can write either of the words like may, might, or could. Now number D, in our lifetime, the robots take over most manual work. Most of the works of people will be taken by robots. What do you think? Express your degree of probability. See, probably take over most manual works. The robots probably take over most manual works. Okay. Now last year in this fill in the blanks, man colonized the space by 2050. By 2050, these human beings will go to the space and they settle down there. So what do you predict? What's the degree of probability of this activity in the future by 2050? So you can say man will not colonize the space by 2050. It's written by me, I am sure, not. But if you think that it is sure, almost sure, you can write man is sure. If you think that there is a more chance to colonize, you can write down likely to colonize. You know, that's how you have to do. Okay. So after this, again one more exercise I have. You can just write down A and its correct number in your exercise book, and you will have to tell me. Okay. So match the statements in column A with their corresponding responses in column B. So we have, do you think I should learn English? I cannot decide whether to buy a camera or not. Perhaps I should take a week off. I don't like to go to school. Will they find a cure for AIDS? Will she win the game? Now here are options for you. It won't be a good use of money at the moment. There's a good chance that they will find a cure for AIDS. And another option is, yes, you should. It's sure to help you get job. She is unlikely to win the game unless she controls her bad temper. And number 5, you are unlikely to be granted such a long leave. Now, quickly, please match the following. You can just write down A, and which one is matched with that one, you can write down its number. Very quickly. Have you done? Well, going to finish? All right. I hope you might have finished, because you don't need to copy all the sentences. So can you tell me now, which one is the correct option for, do you think I should learn English? Now here, which one? Number 3. Yes, you are right. Yes, you should. It's sure. Now, again, look at the use of it's sure to help you get job. Okay, here is modal verb. Number 2, I cannot decide whether to buy a camera or not. Now it is here. It won't be a good use of money at the moment. Will not. Again, it is another modal verb for prediction. Now number 3, perhaps I should take a week off. I don't like to go to school. See, its answer is well done. Number 5, you are unlikely to be granted such a long leave. Unlikely to, you know. And another, will they find a cure for AIDS? There is a good chance that they will find. Here we have will plus infinitive, okay, for AIDS. Now last one, will she win the game? So here you can write down its answer. See, now I can show you with the arrows that you have done. See, she is unlikely to win the game unless she controls her bad temper. These are the answers for you. Dear students, now you have to understand for may, might, I just like to revise it. If you want to use may, might, you have to be expressing a degree of probability, or in another word you can say prediction. So if something can take place in the future or that cannot take, there are both chances. At that time you can use may, might, or could. Okay. Likewise, likely and unlikely. If there is a chance to happen, you have to use likely to, and if there is not a chance, you have to write down unlikely to. But be careful, before likely to and unlikely to, your structure is for may, might, subject plus may or might or could, C-O-U-L-D, could, okay, plus infinitive, I-N-F-I-N-I-T-I-V-E. This is for may or might or for could. If you want to use, you have to use this structure. If you want to use likely and unlikely to, you can use, let's say, likely to, L-I-K-E-L-Y, likely to, or unlikely to. For this one, you have to write down subject plus be verb. Be verb means here is, am, or are. Okay, plus likely to or unlikely to plus infinitive. And I think you know infinitive means. In our simple word, just to understand, we say verb 1. But actually, you should develop your habit of saying and understanding infinitive, okay? So if you want to use that one, let's say sure to, S-U-R-E, sure, C-E-R-T-A-I-N, certain, or bound to, you have to use this structure. Subject plus be verb. Be verb means here is or am or are, plus you can write down sure, certain, or bound to plus infinitive. Okay, so like that one. And if you think something can take place in future, you can use I expect. And if you don't think that will take place or that will happen in the future, you can use I doubt. And then after I expect, you can write down subject verb. After I doubt, you can write down subject verb. Okay, and if you are sure that that will not take place in future, there is another modal verb. You can use will not. And if it will surely take place, even you can use its affirmative form, that is will plus infinitive. Okay, is it clear to you? Very good. After this one, now I have a task for you as your home assignment. Now your home assignment is write a paragraph of 10 sentences on the impacts of good or bad habits in a person's career using the structures of predicting or degree of probability. For example, you can begin like this. If a person has good habits, she or he is sure to get success in his or her life. Look at, I am highlighting these words, is sure to. It means that you have to use these modal verbs for predicting or for expressing your degree of probability in your paragraph. Please do this task sincerely. Is it okay? If so, dear students, this much for today, and keep practicing these modal verbs in your free time at your home. I hope you enjoyed our today's class, and I also hope that you might have better understood the use of modal verbs for expressing prediction and degree of probability. This much for today. Have a great time. Goodbye.